Hey, y'all. This your girl Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman coming to y'all this morning in my PJs, my winter PJs. I want to talk to y'all today about accountability real quick. And excuse my nail. I had some people saying something about my nail holding up my picture in my mirror. But I want to talk about accountability real quick, y'all. I was in here doing a Bible study before I got dressed and take off for the day. And I started thinking about accountability. That just crossed my mind. I want to tell y'all, I haven't been able to sleep lately because God been tolling with me. When you can't sleep, God is trying to tell you something. And you better take heed and listen to what he's saying. You know, so I was up all night. I didn't go to sleep till 6 this morning, woke up at 9. So I'm not tired, but I'm drained. I don't know if y'all ever felt that way. And I'm like, God, what are you trying to tell me? And accountability just came across my spirits to talk about accountability because I've noticed that everybody have excuses, even me. We get up every single day, y'all, and we do everything else that we should be doing that will enhance our life or help our household or make somebody else's life better, and we make excuses of not to do that. Then we wonder why our life turned out the way it turns out. Why am I a single mom? Why am I a struggling father? Why can't I pay my bills? It all goes back to accountability. If you sit down and you take this notebook, I sleep with my notebook. It's full. And you write down your thoughts and the things that you did for the day, the things that you should have done, you will realize you have not been accountable for yourself. And yet we go throughout life trying to make somebody else accountable to us, and we're not even accountable to ourselves, especially women. And this is why y'all get mad at me, ladies, because I always call y'all out on it. I always call y'all out on your life. You can't make excuses that, oh, he wasn't shit and he destroyed my life. He did this to my world. He tore up my car. He did this to me. That's your responsibility. You got to be accountable to you before you're accountable to him. Y'all more accountable to a person than you are to God. You know what your first responsibility should be in the morning to be accountable to? Is giving praise that you woke up this morning. Y'all don't do that. And you wonder why your day go the way it goes. Do y'all know accountability is in the Bible 68 times? It occurs 68 times. God telling us that we should be accountable for each other. And I'm going to read a couple scriptures because this is what I like to do now. I like to throw some scriptures at y'all to let y'all know I am reading. James 1 through 19. Know this, my beloved brother. Let every person be quick to hear and slow to speak and slow to anger. How many of y'all follow James 1:19? Y'all be quick to hear and slow to speak and slow to anger. I know so many black folks, before you get out your sentence, they already got a rebuttal. Most females, y'all sit there and wait to talk. Y'all don't even listen to what somebody else is saying. It could be your own sister like me. I go through it on a daily basis with y'all on Facebook. I could be telling you something that God said, and y'all are quick and jump in there. But a man's supposed to do this, a man's supposed to do that. But you can't show me no scripture on that. You can't show me nothing that God said what you're saying. So actually, God didn't say a man supposed to cater to a woman and do all these things for a woman. The world said that, because you know, if y'all really want to get deep in that Bible and go by what God said, God pretty much said we supposed to be a man's slave. I know I don't want to hear it either, but that's what God said a woman's supposed to be. We here to serve and help. He didn't say one time, that man got to take care of you. He got to take you out to eat. He got to buy your clothes. He got to pay all the bills. He said provide and protect. But that's for women who play their part. God never said, for every female with a vagina, these are the rules. He said, these kind of women who are found by these kind of men need to live by these kind of things. Y'all telling a boyfriend to take care of y'all. I've been looking. I've been seeking. I don't see any scriptures about a boyfriend or girlfriend. Let me see how I can put this. Nobody that you're not married to owe you nothing. They don't have to be accountable to you. I know that sounds like, how you gonna get married if you're not accountable first? It's to a certain limit. Now, being accountable to a person and respect and loving somebody is two different things. Yes, somebody that you're dating should love and respect you, but y'all gotta understand this too. If you out of the will of God and you're sleeping with somebody, you're not protected. You just welcome sin in. Why do you think people, to this day, because my cousin was one of them, they get married and never had sex with that person until they wedding day? That's the way you're supposed to do it. I know that's unheard of. We all sinners. I know this. But since we know that we're sinners, can we start living a little bit by some of God's rules to kind of keep him in the house, to make our life go a little better? Get up every morning and be accountable to God first. Then you got to be accountable to your personal needs. You got to get up, you got to brush your teeth, you got to wash your face, you got to take a bath, you got to put on some nice clothes, get your house a little tidy so when you come back in, you don't have a mess. Make up your bed every day, wash your dishes at night. That's accountability. Make sure your kids doing their homework, go in there and talk to them a little bit, pray with them before they go to bed. Because you see your boss at work more than you see the seeds that you made. Can I say that again? You see your boss at work more than you see your children. You're more accountable to the man than you are to your own household. And this is where the Kia boys come in. This is where these shooters come in. This is where dropouts come in. Because you're not accountable to the people that you made in your house. The ones like the same bloodline. You're more accountable to Massa. You make sure you're there at 8 o'clock. Not 8:01, not 8:02. Because if you do, he's going to fire you and get a new slave. So you got to be accountable to that man every single day. Y'all more faithful to your job than you are your own health. You'll make sure everything in that job is perfect, especially the ones that work in the office. Oh, I got to get my reports in. Oh, I want to do this and that so I can look better than everybody else. And guess what? I'm going to get a raise. Master going to pat me on the back and say, good job. Good job. But then you'll go home. You grab some McDonald's, a soda, a pizza for your kids. You get in your bed with your laptop. You cut on Love and Hip Hop. You feed your brain with a bunch of mess. You feed your body with unhealthy food. Then you go to the doctor. You got high blood pressure, diabetes, all these things. They blame it on being black. And actually just being on making bad choices. People are the way they are from the choices they make. And you got to be very careful, y'all. Y'all got to be very careful when you go to these doctors' offices and listen to what them doctors say. I don't know why. I don't know why black folks believe in their mind because you work with the opposite race. Because you're friends with the opposite race. Some of y'all married to them. That y'all believe in y'all hearts that they care about us. I'm off subject a little bit, but I want to bring this up because I went to the doctor yesterday. I'm going to share this. I don't understand why y'all think they really care. I mean, there's some that's genuine. But if you go down to just from your wife to her grandmother, you go find a racist. So that's part of her bloodline. Don't be tricked. Because when it comes down to it, you still an N-word. But I'm saying this to say about this COVID shot. I know a whole lot of y'all took that COVID shot. I prayed about it before I did it. I said, nope, Lord, show me what to do. He told me to wait a few years to see the reaction of it, how it's going to affect people. And I said this to myself. I said, I'm going to wait at least 2 years. And if I wait 2 years for that shot, and they on shot 3, 4, 5, I ain't taking it. Because my spirit told me that What that shot going to do is make you dependable on it for the rest of your life. Now you got to continuously take that shot to stay afloat. You know why? Because there's more money in the medicine than the healing. Be accountable for your own health. Why do you think they killed Dr. Sebi? Because he knew you can heal yourself off the earth. You know how? It's proven that because he won in court that he healed people from AIDS. But you know how you can find out for yourself? Look at your ancestors. They were slaves. Do you think they was taking slaves to the emergency room? They had to heal each other. Even the whips, when they whipped them and whipped the skin, the flesh off their back like they did Jesus, they had to take stuff from the trees and heal each other. So you can't tell me healing is not on the earth. It is. And Dr. Sebi proved that, and that's why he's dead. And I say this to say, when I went to the doctor yesterday, y'all, I thought I needed hip surgery and knee surgery on my right leg because years ago I hurt it. And then a few years after that, I got dragged by a car by accident. So I tore my leg all up. So my leg just messed up. So they've been making me stay in pain for years. Every time I go, they tell me, you're too young for surgery. I'm 53 years old. But they keep telling me I'm too young for surgery. Yet, I know several white girls that went in there with the same problem. And they fixed it. They're younger than me. Never argue with them. Just took them out their pain. Oh, we take care of that. We give you surgery. They gave them surgery and they body feel better. With me, oh, you're too young. I'm 53 years old. Almost a senior citizen. But I'm too young to correct my pain. So I'm sitting there like, I'm just tired of these doctors saying things to me just gonna make me stay in pain. Then he said, well, one of your problems, you're obese. Let me tell y'all why y'all shouldn't listen to doctors. I am 5'3". I'm 175 pounds right now. I used to be 200 when I was in the South. Most of my weight is around my midsection. That's why I work out. But otherwise, I'm wear a size 8 in jeans. You know who told me I was obese? A white man. In their eyes, you supposed to be bones like the white girl. So they going by their laws, their rules, their regulations. They'll tell you to go on a strict diet so you can be 110 pounds and look like you anorexic. So I looked at him and said, I'm overweight. To who? Well, in the medical book. But guess who wrote the medical book? They did. So you got to be very careful and be accountable for your own life and make the right decisions and go to God for direction to live a healthy life. If you listen to them, you're going to live like they are. And our bodies are not made the same. We can't live by the same rules they live by. Like we need vitamin D. We need to get outside and get vitamin D every day. You need that sun on your melanin beautiful skin. They can't handle the sun. So the doctor might tell you, you're going to have skin disease if you stay in the sun too much. No, your people will have skin disease if they stay in the sun too much. My people survived in the fields, and you didn't say that when they was picking your cotton. We built for that. We're built different. Our structure, our frame is built different. Our minds think different. We can go into survival mode if we have to. A lot of them can't. Why do you think they needed slaves? So don't be fooled when people tell you, you the weakest link, you don't work, you're lazy, you're black men rogues, you're black men thieves. Y'all did, but our ancestors built this country. And I'm saying all this to be accountable. If God has showed us his people shall suffer the more, and we always suffering, y'all. We always a curse on black people. That's a curse. It's in the Bible. We under a curse. But he also never put more on you than you can bear in your life. God know your limitations. That's why it's hard to believe when you hear a lot of times when people say somebody committed suicide. You're like, for what? Because his, like, Twitch. Don't nobody believe he killed himself. You know why they say he killed himself? oh, he had made some bad debts. It's very rare for a black man to lose money and go kill himself, because most of us used to not having. We built like that. And he still was a millionaire. A lot of things that appear to be something, you got to dig deep and find out the truth. But I just want to talk about accountability today, because I want everybody to get up each day and be accountable to God, and ask God to lead your day, direct your day, pray, meditate, burn your incense, burn your sage, go outside to the universe. I go on my back patio, I don't care how cold it is, and I don't know about y'all, but I can feel the energy come from the trees. I feel God, earth, the trees and the grass is alive. That's life out there. That's energy. And I need to suck some of that energy in. Otherwise, you're going to lose your mind. You got to be accountable to your kids. You got to be accountable to kids you don't even know. We having an intervention. I'm praying my son show up with my son this weekend. I don't like the road he's going down. He go from 0 to 10 so fast. It's something in here that ain't registering. So I called out to my family members and said, help me save my son. And I'm going to see how many people show up, because we got to be accountable for his life. God said, if you don't be accountable for people you know, and you see them failing, and you see them self-destructing, you have just sinned. You got to be accountable for everybody around you. That's the part we got to play as a people. So when somebody call you and they crying, or I can't pay my bills, you ain't supposed to get on the phone and talk about them. You know that bitch lights getting cut off again. No, you accountable for your sister. Well, let me see what I can do. I might have $20 to help you with it. Because that 20 you give, God gonna give it back 100-fold. But not if you talk about it. You can't give it to her and talk about her. Why y'all think back in the day, in the projects, y'all remember good times? Do y'all remember when one person couldn't pay their rent in that building? They would have a rent party. They would come together and they would pay that sister bills. That's called I'm my brother's keeper. We don't have that no more. If you call somebody right now and say, I'm in a bind, I'm in a bind. I'm in a bind, Nate. You know what Nate go do? Y'all remember Nate from Set It Off? I'm in a bind, Nate. Nate go say, well, you know what you got to do for it. He will have a sister sleep with him, suck all on his private, degrade herself, because she got to feed her kids. How many of y'all is Nate out there? How many females will say, I help you, I take you to work, I help you do this, but you got to leave that bitch alone. You destroying a household. He's over there with his kids to bring him in the house with you and your kids, but you telling the world your baby daddy ain't no good, but you just destroyed that home over there. You got to be accountable for your own actions, because karma don't miss nobody. That's my favorite saying. Karma don't miss nobody. You may think you missed it. You may look like, that almost caught me. It's going to catch you. You may not get hit, but your child will. Your grandbaby. So be careful with what you put into the world, because you're going to reap it back. Reaping what you sow don't mean good all the time. If you sow bad seeds in the earth, in the universe, you're going to reap bad seeds. I've been asking God, why am I going through so much? Why am I suffering? Why did I have to start over at 50? Why is it so hard for me on a daily basis to stay afloat? Why I can't stay focused, Father God? Why I cannot stay on task? Why my YouTube channel ain't coming together like I want? Why can't I just jump on a plane and go where I want to go? Why is my son doing the things he's doing when I never smoked, I never drank, I never partied really? I was raised by strong black older parents. My parents were married almost 60 years in the same church for 45. How did this happen to me? And God came to me clear as day and said, because of your choices. Every day you wake up, I give you the option to make a decision, the choice to make a decision for what you're going to do with your day. I give you the same 24 hours that I give everybody else. Michael Jordan didn't get an extra 24 hours to be Michael Jordan. Floyd Mayweather grew up behind me on the next block. I could see his house from my back window. You know what Floyd did different than my nephew, and they were the best of friends. You know what he did different? He got up every single morning before the break of dawn and would run across this city. He would work out and practice and go to the gym every single day. I used to watch him as a little kid running behind Big Floyd, claiming he was going to be the champ. I know what his daddy did for him. My nephew them used to laugh, and they used to come home and laugh and say, Floyd crazy. They be coming from little honey houses 2 or 3 in the morning. Floyd jogging. Bro, you come on, man. Nah, man, I'm working. My nephew is doing 30 to 60 years in prison fighting for his life. Guess what Floyd doing? Counting his billions. He made a different choice with his life. He woke up and said, I'm going to be accountable for my life. I want more for my life than Grand Rapids. I want to take my grandmother off this block. I want to give my family a legacy. I want to be able to take care of my kids and leave them something. I don't want them to come visit me in the prison system. I don't want to have a bunch of kids out of wedlock. His boys did. They had the same 24 hours he had. But they weren't accountable for their own life. Now they trying to reach Floyd. Tell Floyd to call me, man. I need him. He tried a few times to help my nephew. Then he got to the point where like, nah, nigga, you don't want to help yourself. You don't even love yourself enough to stay out of the prison system. Now this time he didn't do this. He didn't do it. But what I just say about karma don't miss nobody. My mother used to always tell all of us this. You may get away with that, but eventually it's going to catch up with you on another end. And it may be something you didn't even do. And that's what he's going through right now. Accountability. If you don't like the way you look, take your ass to the gym. I watched my son, even though he was lovesick and hurt because his girlfriend, his friend, died in a car accident. I watched him lose so much weight in about a month and a half. Slimmed all the way down. Because he was stressed, true enough. But he changed his diet. He really got in tune with his inner self. He started drinking more water. And he was hitting that gym so hard because it was relieving stress. He was out there on the treadmill sweating and running. You would think he went and got his body done. His stomach, everything was gone. And I'm sitting there sucking on, drinking on my coffee, eating my chocolate cakes. And then how you do that? He was like, Mama, you just do it. Put that coffee down, that cake down, and get on this treadmill. Put some water in your hand. Eat your vitamins. Start loving you more than you love that piece of cake. And your body will change. You don't need a BBL. Because a lot of girls that went and got them BBLs, their mind didn't get the BBL. So their body's looking like $1 million, but their mind is worth $10. Y'all put more money on looking good to the eye than fixing the inner self. You'll go around here mentally messed up and disturbed, mad at the world, angry black woman with the baddest body in the city, and wonder why you can't get a husband. Because you didn't go get the BBL on your brain. Start from the inside out. Y'all ever see big women or not so attractive people with the finest, good lookingest person, and they living their best life? You know why? Because her inside looks good. Her heart is real. Her mind is right. She may not even have a lot of money. You wonder what he doing with her, because he didn't need all that. He wanted some peace. It's what's on the inside of you that matters. And that's what I wanted to share. I know I went a little bit out with the doctor thing, but I had to, because it's about accountability. Don't let these doctors tell you what's good for you. God will show you what's good for you, because all of us are not the same. Every remedy is not going to work for the same person. They might tell you I'm going to give you an example. They might tell you, don't ever drink soda again because your blood sugar high is going to kill you. I may know for my body, I need about this much of Coca-Cola and 2 pain pills to get rid of a migraine, because that's what works for me. I ain't say drink a whole pop. But if I don't take some caffeine, I'm going to have a migraine all day. Now, is that good for me? Nope. So guess what I got to do? I got to start eating better, because what you put in your body is what causes migraines, what causes headaches, what causes your vision to go bad. The things that you put in your body. So now I got to drink more water. Instead of me drinking this much of Coke and 2 pills, I'm going to drink 4 bottles of water, because water heals migraines. But the doctor don't tell you that. You know what he do? He put you on migraine medication. He get you addicted to pain pills. And the pain pills, answer this. I heard a doctor say this. Do pills actually heal the headache or the pains in your leg or whatever pains you're going through? Do your pain pills actually heal that? No, they don't. You know what a pain pill do? It's a temporarily fix. It goes to the brain and it put the pain on hold for a couple hours. It tells your brain you're not hurting right now, but in 2 more hours you're going to need some more of me. Why do you think people got addicted to pain meds? Why do you think Prince died from, as they say, addicted to pain meds? Michael Jackson was addicted to pain meds. All them years ago, Michael burnt his hair in a Coca-Cola commercial. Pepsi, whatever it was. Them pain pills never released his pain. He died from them. So to let you know, pain pills don't heal you. It's a Band-Aid to kill you. Because the more you put medicine in your body, the more you tear down your organs. They say, okay, your headache gonna be gone, but your kidneys, you gotta go to dialysis now. It's more money in the medicine. Be accountable for your own day, your own life, your own health. You know you need water. When you go to a restaurant to eat, stop getting I want a lemonade, I want a Coke. Get a glass of water with lemon. Just the small little things will change your life. I'm not great with exercise, but guess what I've been doing since January the 1st? Every single day I get up and I start off with 5 minutes. Then I'm up to 10. I'm doing 100 sit-ups a day. I'm doing my leg lifts. I'm doing my squats. I might do them 5 here throughout the day, 5 there. But guess what? I'm doing more than I did last year. I didn't do none, I don't believe. Probably altogether, I probably did 30 sit-ups for the whole damn year. And you wonder why your body hurt. Now, what the doctor did tell me that made a lot of sense. The more you move your limbs, the more you move around, the more you do your squats, your stretches, your body will stop hurting. If you don't use it, you will lose it. That's with your brain and your limbs. But this your girl from Unbreakable Strong Woman. I'm finna get my day going. I'm finna get in my, I shouldn't even do this and go outside, my hot bubble bath and go outside. I shouldn't do that. So I'm gonna wait probably 30 minutes before I actually go out there. Because, you know, you catch the flu, cold, all that. That's what our mama used to tell us. I don't know how true that is. But did y'all know this before I go? If you take a cold shower, it will revive you. It does something to your skin. It opens up your mind. And your whole day will flow. Not that cup of coffee. A cold shower. Natural stuff. You don't have to have supplements in your body to feel good. Exercise and pray. Drink a lot of water. Treat people right. Bless others. And your life will change. I guarantee you that. I promise you. I got to go back to what I know that works. I always lived by that. For some reason, I got off track. But I'm back on. God bless you all. Take care. Be safe. And love somebody today. Tell somebody you love them. Bless somebody. Pay somebody bills. Give somebody that extra $100. You don't need them gym shoes. Bye. Bye.